go. Alright, so now that we're live streaming, let's do our breakdown on gold. So, the first few days of June has been pretty bearish. If we look at the monthly candle, we know that we've had some sort of resistance being created here, and we tapped into it last month. We kind of broke above it, right? We had that strong momentum, but we didn't really break above fully, I guess you could say. Yeah, we didn't really break above fully, or we could create another resistance as we hit over here on this resistance. So on your weekly, what I'm really looking for is, there, that's clean. So we have another resistance on the weekly around 1960, which could end up being a target for us in the long run. Um, but so far, since this week has sort of engulfed the previous week already, and this is the last day for the close, we could see some sort of rejection in this area, meaning this could be the turning point of this whole bullish rally because we see a lot of strong sellers coming into the market now as we had this wick over here, which, obviously there's going to be a lot of sellers in these two areas. So far, we're capturing some of the sellers up in the 1900 area, taking it down all the way to 1956 as of yesterday. That was a crazy push, went down around 500 pips, and that should be it on the weekly. Not going to go too crazy on it, but we are still technically on a bullish run. This is sort of like our pullback that we're doing. This is sort of like the pullback that we're doing now. So on a daily, your daily time frame, we're still pretty bullish, right? We had this bearish move come in. Oh shoot, I need to make this a little smaller. There we go. So we had a little bearish run coming in right around here, right? We just broke out of it, and now we're coming back down to possibly retest on this momentum line. We have the current trend right now, which is this trend. So this is sort of irrelevant, but we'll keep it. So our main trend on the daily time frame is bullish right now. We are currently falling right below 1875, holding right below 1875. If we're looking at it on a daily time frame in terms of support and resistance, or like structure standpoint, I would say our strong structure would be here. So this could possibly be an area that we are looking out for. And obviously up here we'd have our zone from your weekly time frame. Yeah, this zone from your weekly time frame is pretty good. If we go down to the 4 hour, let's see what we have marked out here. We know we have some sort of resistance here. I mean support here, resistance being formed on your 4 hour over here. We're just breaking above it. We can see if we close, if we have a closure above it, that'd be great. But remember, our news coming out today is more or less expected to be positive data for the US economy, right? So this is going to be good. Very good, very good. 400,000 difference. Yesterday we saw a huge spike in numbers. We saw over 300,000 um, new unemployment change. So we could see something drastic this week for NFP. Um, Keeping that in mind, I'm more or less a seller in this market right now. The only way I would take buys is, yeah, if we start somehow making our way back up. But this, mind you, I don't think we're going to recover all of this in one day. I think we're going to recover this in sections. So when we look for this move coming back up, if we ever get the move back up, what I'm looking for really is these areas to get knocked down at. So I want like this area to get knocked down. And then we have sort of this clean range on your hour, right? So this is the move that I'm looking for if we can make it. But essentially, we're probably going to be making higher highs, higher lows, and higher highs to break this. We're not just going to easily clean candle destroy it because this was all fundamentally driven, right? So if this was all fundamentally driven, there's no way retail traders are just going to start instantly taking it back up, especially if we have good news for the US today too. I don't think we're going to recover this just yet. Um, we got to be careful about this area. So far, still sells though. Sells below. Hmm, this is tough. Yeah, I'd say sells below. I mean, you still have some sort of structure right here. On a smaller time frame, you have structure right there. This is your 4 hour kind of zone. And right now, on your hourly and your 30-minute, let's do this. This is sort of like the resistance zone that we're working with. So we're kind of in a range of roughly 100 pips. And then we had a little spike last night, I think. Yeah, last night. It's 9:30. We had a spike of around 100 pips, 150 pip drop again. What is the trend? We have, yeah, so if we start breaking, like I'd say 1850, 1850 is a solid level that I could see this possibly coming down to for the news. I mean, the news could take it down even further, who knows? Because yesterday we went crazy, and this is just the start of the month. So if this monthly candle is looking to start breaking below the halfway mark of the previous month, then we could be in some trouble. Because if we start breaking the half of the previous month, we'd be starting to drop below here, which means we're engulfing the last 2 weeks within this first week, right? So this is super key for our next upcoming week for the dollar and gold, because if we engulf both of these, next thing we're gonna see most likely is some sort of wick up back into this area. Oops, back into this area before we start continuing down bearish. Because if we're engulfing these two candles, mind you, these are weekly candles. They're not daily candles. These are weekly candles, so they hold a lot of data in them, right? And the fact that we already on the daily time frame engulfed over how many candles? We engulfed 12 days worth of candles in one day. That's already enough to let me know that like sellers are in control of this market. So we're gonna stick with that bias here, although the 4 hour looks like it was just about to go up and all that. And now we're starting to reject. This could just be the price waiting for the news to come in right now. So we're just manipulating buyers and sellers and stuff right now. But until the news comes out, that's where the true direction is going to start to head for the month. So let's just wait on it. We got like 3 more minutes left. I'm not going to be focusing on any other pairs but gold today, just because, gold is the sweet spot of yesterday, and I think that we could possibly have a final move today. Remind you, it's Friday. Try not to trade too much. Um, we're gonna take probably 2 trades max today instead of 3, just because it's Friday, end of the week. We had a good week. Few losses, not major, all minor losses, but all our wins were fairly strong. So that took over all the losses that we had already. And we want to keep that profit for next week so we can start the week off good. And since NFP is today, we got to be careful, like super careful on how we're going to take this entry. The entry could possibly be something like sells below this line, buys above here. Oops. Sells below there, buys above here. And as we get that, we have to remember that if we put a buy stop or a sell stop, we have slippage, and slippage is due to high volatility and not getting your exact price that you want, and it'll slip you a few pips, right? So you gotta keep an eye on that right before volume comes in, because you can easily miss your entry and then you can be stuck up here instead, and then it comes back and shoots you down. So I think essentially I'm gonna go for only potential sells today, just because the data seems to be positive for the dollar, which means gold should head down a little bit more. Let's take a look at some news. We got one more minute before the news. Actually, you know what? Let's hold off on that news before anything, and let's just keep an eye on gold and the news. 1855 found solid support. Yeah. So I mean, if we do head down for NFP, we have a clean 100 pips to gain and more. So let's keep that in mind. Oh my God, gold went crazy. So what's the outlook on here? Wow, NFP. Why is this such positive data for it? Why is this thing lagging? Anyways, yeah, so we had our buys here. If people bought 50 pips, but now we could come down. We want to stay out of this real quick, because this is crazy shit right now. What's the numbers? What's the numbers? What the fuck? Why is it so slow? Yeah, so this thing can easily start coming all the way up, possibly to 1882, 1888. If we, why are they going up though? The data is bad. Oh my god, definitely a buzzkill because it's lagging. That's super unfortunate. That's unbelievable how my data isn't working right now. You can. You can. It's just risky because there's a lot of volume and it could trick you. But like this move was good. This is a good buy. I mean, I would have put a buy stop, sell stop. And then buy stop is basically if prices go in your direction, it automatically puts you into the market. But I wasn't expecting positive data for the gold. I mean, negative data for the US dollar. So gold is going up. So, like I was expecting only, yeah, I was expecting bearish candles to continue down. But the fact that we had this huge move already, this could have already been the move to price in for the news. And then this, yeah, yeah, what's the number on it? Oh, so there we go. So that's good for gold and bad for the US because we were expecting good numbers, like really good numbers, like 645, but we are under the what's it called the forecast of what we wanted to see. So if we're under the forecast, that's bad. But if we're above the previous, it's still good, but our forecast was a little bit higher, which means overall it's still a little bit bad, right? So I mean, I see why this went up because of that, but I wish I saw it sooner because fuck, man, this thing took forever for it to load. So this thing could possibly continue up a little bit more. Keep that in mind. But I don't want to trade this just because it's such high volume and there's nowhere to put your stop loss. So if I have nowhere to put my stop loss, I'm just blindly taking entries at this point. I think the only thing I'm looking for, I am probably looking for, if we're looking at a retracement, if I see a retracement, I would take it here. Well, I'd wait for the 930 candle probably. If we get, if we even get a, yeah, dollar yen dropped. That was clean too. That was clean. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, like today wasn't expecting to trade much just because NFP. I just wanted to watch it because it's always exciting to watch NFP, man. NFP is crazy. Like you got to see these moves happen. Like this happened in a minute. Like look at the minute candle. Like that's fucking crazy. This is a huge minute candle. 80 pips in 1 minute. Like you know how much money people made there? NFP happens every Friday, first Friday of the month. Yeah, so if we're breaking this structure right here, if we break this level right here, this small structure, we're probably going to head down all the way to retrace, back down to here, this line right here. If we hold it, then we could find some support and we could start bouncing in this range before we continue up on your 5 minute, but it seems like we're heading down from, if this starts to break this low right here, gold could probably head down. Another reason why I don't want to take a trade even if it does come down actually is because with all this volume, I feel like if it comes down, it's going to come down to here too before it even like tries to go back up because I've seen these things happen. Like it does something like this, right? So these are called fake outs, but you can't predict a fake out until a fake out actually happens. So you can't protect yourself from it, you know? You kind of just have to know if something spikes up like this and then starts heading down, expect it to start going to the other range. So we just came back into this whole range. We broke back into the resistance and I mean the support and now made it a resistance again, right? So if we're not breaking above, we're heading back down, right? So odds are we could come back into here and then find some more support before we start building our case to continue up, right? So this could have just been like a little tease for people saying, hey, we have found momentum, we have found a reason to start heading up now. And well, now that we're looking at it, like we have clean moves to the left anyways, so it's a possibility that this wick could get filled for the next 30-minute candle or 15-minute candle. So we have 7 minutes to close on this 15-minute candle. If this candle closes above this area, I'd probably take a trade if I can have my stop loss below here, or if even if like I can get something like this would be nice, because I'm basing it off of all these highs that we just broke. And then we have this high too, but most likely would probably dip, and I'm trying to like have my stop loss right below this previous candle, which is like a 22 pip stop loss, not bad. And then I can have targets however high I want. I don't care. Like I would just leave a runner. But I'm probably going to wait a little just to see how it forms. I just don't want it to reject and then leave without me. That would suck. Yeah, so yeah, we broke through, we came all the way down, retested here. This could be the continuation. I just want to see how it reacts to the resistance that we created right here on a 1 minute time frame. So we found some sort of support slowly. We're still bearish though, because we're heading down on the 5 minute. After this next minute, we'll have to see if the 15-minute candle wants to close bullish or bearish, because now your 15-minute candle has one strong bullish candle, one strong bearish candle. And then the last 5 minute will determine what the 15-minute candle is actually going to be telling us. So I think that's going to be important to watch out for. Although your 1 minute telling you we're probably, if we break this high right here, probably come up a little bit more. But if we're sticking into this range and we start rejecting this level, probably could come down. It's just odds here, just odds. Okay, so we got 5 more minutes. There we go. So we broke the low on the 1 minute, probably gonna head down to the support, 1875. If we don't, surprise, surprise, motherfucker. Yeah, I'd like an entry here. Be nice. Mind you, the move is already done, so like chasing a trade is not gonna be something I want to do right now. So I really want to see, is it gonna continue or is it just gonna be a bitch, you know? Because the next volume we have is at 9:30. 9:30 is the next volume, so we have to wait an hour almost before we can see that volume come in. Okay. How could you enter here under 5 minute? If you wanted to, you got on the previous 5 minute. Take a 1-to-1 to the high, and then have targets at here, here. This is already a hit. Wow. Don't know. We have a resistance here. We got to break through that before we can go up. Until we break this, then we're not going up. 1881, which is a high oh no. Oh, employment rate, that's fine. It's non-farm payroll that's the most important one here. Hmm. Yeah, we could possibly target 1885 if it continues to break this high that we just made on the 1 minute. 5 minute, if we start breaking this high and close above it, we have a good move up around 50 pips. That's what I'm aiming for right here. Is this 50 pip move. I took a small position here at 1878.41 right here. So I'm on that trade. I'm up 28 pips already, which is pretty fast. With all this volume, it's fucking crazy. And I think I'll take a small position again as we break a little bit higher past here and close. So in the next minute, if we continue to break above, I'll add to my position and have a stop below here to continue up higher and higher. 45 seconds for this to close. That's what I'm waiting for. "30 seconds. Da, da, da. This thing is going. Yeah, we're closing above, so looks like I'm gonna add to my position as the next 15-minute candle seems to be coming up higher. All right. It could easily come back down before it continues up, or it can just fly. So just be cautious of that. My stop loss is going to be below here. You can easily get stopped out on this one. I'm actually going to half the position. You wanna be my lover, you wanna be my friend. Two little baby positions. Let's see. hmm When? What price? Yeah, yeah. It's good. Yeah, this trade is probably not going to go too well. It's a small trade. Oh, bro, all the time. There we go. If we fly, we fly. I want to fly now, please. Please. You wanna be my lover. Oh, I just want this 1 minute to close above, and then this 5 minute to close bullish. This needs to hold right here. This level needs to hold. If this level doesn't hold, we're coming back down all the way. We coming down strong, son. Yeah, I'm stopped out. I'm out of that trade. I mean, this wasn't the best trade anyways. This was a small little quick trade. I want to see if it could continue up. 15-minute candle closes, should be a better indication, and the 30-minute of where we're heading. Yeah. 1-minute chart, not my friend. But like, damn. If this starts to continue now, crazy. Don't do this to me. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, so your 15-minute candle now has created your lower wick to test coming down. These next 5-10 minutes, right, or two 5-minute candles are going to determine a lot. So just get ready for this close in 15 seconds because it could either start consolidating or it can actually just start pushing up like crazy. Seems like we're rejecting that 1880 level and we're not looking to head any lower than that. If we are, then I'm mistaken, but it looks pretty good. Well, we closed bearish, so maybe not anymore. I thought we were going to close bullish. Now, if we break this high over here at 1883.86, now we have potential to hit 1886 and possibly go up higher. But until we break that high, I don't see us going any further. Not just yet. Not just yet. We just want to wait. Play this one out slow. Overall, though, like, I think it could continue up in the next 30 minutes, hour. It can continue up to 1892. Like, it's already halfway done the move. Now we just gotta figure out how we're gonna get the other 200 pips. Oh yeah, this 5-minute, if this engulfs this candle, we're gonna look good. Oh my god, we could be going crazy. Close, close, close. Close above. It's not hard. Yes, good close. Yeah, so we should be heading up now. At least 1886. What's the EPI? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Build that for us, bro. Build that shit. Yeah, exactly. That'd be sick. What the fuck? Okay, we could be heading up next minute. Already 65 pips up. Holy shit. What a grind. What a grind. Holy. Just go up. Oh, yes. Go, my friend, go. At least go to 1886. That's all I ask for. There we go, my friend. Keep going. Last minute of the 5 minute candle. Looks like we're gonna engulf on the 5 minute. Seems to be good. If we close above, I'm gonna like that a lot. If we start rejecting, I'm not gonna like that a lot. I don't wanna be mad. Okay, closed half. Huge. This is your last 5 minute candle on your 30 minute candle. We're going to be heading basically to 1886 right now, just grinding our way up on the 1 minute candles. 5 minute just close. Your last 5 minute should have that momentum to continue up a little bit higher to close off the hour very strong. So with that being said, we're going to just be a little patient here. Our like my estimation is that we could possibly hit 1892 by today, by maybe 10 o'clock. So I'm gonna hold this and let this be because seems like it's a good move. Seems like it's going. So I'm not gonna jinx it or anything. Already up 87 pip, 90 pips. Yikes. 1886. Can we hit 1886? Come on. 1886. 1886. Reach it. You can do it, brother. You can do it. You don't wanna be my lover. 18. Oh, we almost hit 1886. So as this new 30-minute candle is coming, I want to be careful because this is the 9 o'clock candle. We could dip down before continuing up, or we can go up, fake out before we start continuing back down for 9:30. And then if 9:30 comes, people want to have good entries, so the market could possibly flood us back down a little bit before we want to actually continue. Your 15-minute looks good. We just have no wick to the upside. We just have straight bullish candles, which is it's nice to see. But I don't know how long this momentum is going to last. That's the question. It's like, are we going to take this all the way up? Or are we going to reject before 9:30, then continue up? Just something to be aware of. We have finally tapped into 1886. Target was achieved, which is amazing. It's great to see that. Man, we're up so many pips. Wow. And this is what I was talking about. If this continues more, your next 30-minute is going to be a mess. A straight mess. Oh, if this candle closes bearish, it's gonna look nasty. Okay, so I closed basically all my positions besides a small ass runner. Stop losses that are at break even. Actually, I'm gonna move stop losses up to 1880. Stop loss. 1880. 1880. There we go. Moved it to 1880. I could move it to, nah, 1880 seems the best. Okay, so next 30-minute is open. We can either fly, or we can die. So who knows? Ooh. Yeah, yeah. I'm expecting gold to halt around there. I'm expecting gold to halt around yeah, 1892 roughly. Only reason is because, well, I mean, we could even halt here too, right? At 1889. It's also another spot, which is why, and like your first 5 minutes or first couple minutes of your 30-minute candle already showed like a little minor push up, which could mean that, you know, we broke the previous 30-minute high. Yeah, that's great, but remember that, you know, your first 15-minute candle is not as important as your second 15-minute candle on your 30-minute, right? So there's two 15-minute candles and a 30-minute candle. The second one is more important than the first. The first one gives you an identification of what could happen. Second one closes the candle for the 30-minute, which is the final decision of how that candle closes, which is more important than how it started. So that's why you have to be careful about these little wicks coming up, because yeah, they can come up and they can continue pushing the price if we have really strong momentum, which we do. So that's why I'm not like that's why I'm holding this small position to continue. But at the same time, you just gotta be careful. It can easily reverse and come back down for 9:30, and then 9:30 could either come back down even lower, and then after around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, you'll start seeing the massive push up, right? It's sort of like a whipsaw effect where like you go up and then you go down, and you go up even higher and then you go down, right? So you're gonna see that whipsaw if prices start heading down. But if we just keep going bullish like how we went yesterday, just straight down, but now we're just going straight up, that's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good day. So like I'm fully out of this position at 1891, 100% out. No ifs, ands, or buts. And I'm also out of the position if it starts coming down at 1880. I'm fully gone. The only way I'll stay into this position past 1891 is if this 4 hour, I mean, the 4 hour broke the previous 4 hour. If this 4 hour starts to, I want to say if it starts to close above 1892. Yeah, if it closes. So remind you, it's 4 hours from now. So Don't think I'll be trading 4 hours from now because volume dies. But I just feel like there's gonna be one last push, but I'm not trying to jinx this. But I feel like we're heading up really well and consistently gaining buyers every step of the way, which is very nice to see. So if we can get that last push up maybe like 20 pips, like right up to 1888, 1890 would be perfect, and then I'm gone. Like I am gone. Just give us one last push. Mind you, there's a lot more to learn about fundamentals than just reading the numbers. So just keep that in mind. There's a lot more. Because you can read the numbers and then it can go completely opposite direction because you miss something else. You can, but you can also lose a lot of money. News is risky. Selling news, like an algo or an AI. I have a course that I was trying to do and build an AI. Yeah, I was gonna build my own AI. It's fun. It's actually fun. It's a lot to learn. Yeah, yeah. From the ground up basically. Oh shit. No, it's using MQL, which is the meta-quote language. Yeah. And now we're heading up. Oh wow. Come on. Oh shit. Here we go. Oh man. Jinxed it. Just needs that momentum. Holy shit. First position is almost at 100 pips. Holy shit. This is crazy. Look at Narcos. Narcos. Not like Pablo. Pablo. thing is stop it now. Oh, well, that's that. That was the beautiful day of trading. Simple Friday. That's how your Friday should be. Wow, we made a fuck ton today. Yeah. All right, I am fully out of my position. I'm not comfortable with this thing starting to reverse like this. I feel like we're starting to get some slow momentum upwards, and for the 9:30 candle, I just don't want to deal with that. So I'm out of everything. Wow, that was a good day, man. 50, 100, 150. Wow. Okay. Oh, actually, we'll just do this on the 5 minute because that's what we were looking on. Publish idea. We exited right around. We took profits there, so we'll leave it there. New short. What was it? June 4th, 2021. Short. I mean long. So that was crazy NFP data for you, man. That was your first NFP. It's intense. It's alright. It's alright. It'll get easier to spot when you get more informed, but it's pretty simple. It's just when you're learning trading, focus on like you have to learn fundamentals after you understand technicals pretty well. I would say fundamentals are harder to learn than technicals just because there's so much to know about macroeconomics and microeconomics that like it overwhelms you a little bit, I guess. And like that was my issue is that it overwhelmed me. So like I took a course on fundamentals, like two courses on fundamentals, and I have my buddy Anthony who teaches me fundamentals, and he's like a full-time trader. So I learned from him. No, he's in the chat, not like with us right now, but like he's in the group chat. But yeah, me and him, he's teaching me fundamentals better, right? So it's nice to have him around. Yeah, like I can't ask my uncle because my uncle is just like he's too selfish. He wouldn't let me learn from him. He just doesn't want to give any information away, which I get, but also like whatever. It's like why wouldn't you want to help someone who wants to learn? Yeah, whatever. That's why I just focus on myself. Yeah. I mean, this is not for everybody. So mind you, even if they ask you and they want your help, depends on if they're gonna actually follow through with this. Oh no, 100%, 100%. I want to get into real estate. That's what I want to do. I think everyone wants to get into real estate. Yeah, I want to go for a license, a realtor's license. Later down the road, I do. Like when I have money and I'm like okay, and then I'm not worried. Yeah, I do. Wouldn't mind it. Be nice. Okay, I'm done. Oh, for sure. Yeah, we're probably gonna continue up for a little bit more. So it seems. Next 15-minute candle formed, creating, respecting the other 15-minute. Higher highs, higher lows. This 15-minute, if it creates a higher high, we've we've got the potential to continue up because your 5 minutes going to be creating a new high if we break this previous high. 15 minutes going to be creating a new high if we break this new high. Your 30-minute is creating a new high already. Your 1 hour creating a new high with it. Your 4 hour is already moving up, creating a high too. Yeah, so this is the first hour of the 4 hour. So this could be your momentum candle on this 4 hour. I mean, this could be your momentum time on this 4 hour. Because remember, there's always 1 hour on every 4 hour candle that has like a lot of momentum for the most part. Yeah, I'm done looking at the charts today. This is yeah. Yeah, that's the thing with gold. Like you're gonna look at gold, you're gonna be like, fuck, I want to trade only gold. But like, yo, well, it's also like gold, the amount of pips you can get on gold compared to regular pairs is a lot different. So like regular pairs, yeah, hey, Black Mamba over here. What are you saying, bro? Oh, so you took buys on gold? Yeah, same. Where was your entry looking at? How the fuck? Oh, are you using your fib? E. I thought NFP would be good actually. We'll go through it. That's all right. If you blow your account, you blow your account. Fuck it, bro. That's the way. Yeah, bro. I'm about to get off anyways. Yo, message me. Message me when you get on, okay? All right, later, bro. Yeah, I'm ending the stream too, bro. Fuck. Gotta end this.